The January transfer window is in full swing, and we still have a couple of weeks to go. While most clubs will be looking to get new faces through the door immediately, others will already have one eye on next season. And that means identifying players who could arrive at the end of the season. Win £25,000 for free with FOOTIE5. Click here to play. There are a raft of players that will be free agents this summer, meaning they can talk to foreign clubs this month to reach a pre-contract agreement. Here are 9 options for Premier League clubs. Adrien Rabiot, the France midfielder, will definitely not be staying at PSG past this summer. Rabiot, 23, remains one of the most highly rated young midfielders in Europe, and PSG were desperate to keep him. But he spurned their advances, and his agent insists he has made a definite decision to leave Parc des Princes. It is unlikely Rabiot will play for the French champions again, with Liverpool and Arsenal both said to be interested. Barca look to have agreed a deal with PSG, but Bayern have joined the race late on. Diego Godin. Manchester United wanted to sign the Atletico Madrid defender in the summer, but ended up getting nowhere. Godin and his representatives rejected United, although the Red Devils were tipped to reignite their interest at the end of the season. Those plans may now change given Jose Mourinho's exit, but the 32-year-old is still likely to be in demand. Atletico are desperate to tie Godin down to a new deal, and despite talks, he never actually put pen to paper. Godin has spent the last 8 years with Atletico, but it appears a move to Inter is more likely. Arjen Robben. Could the Dutchman be lured back to the Premier League? Robben's contract at Bayern Munich is up this summer, and he has confirmed he will be leaving the Allianz Arena. He is yet to decide where he is heading or if he will hang up his boots, but the winger could still be an astute signing. At the age of 34, Robben is not the same player we saw in his pomp at Chelsea, but another crack in England could appeal. An emotional return to former club PSV has also been mooted, and at this stage appears more likely. Mario Balotelli. The former Manchester City and Liverpool striker is currently plying his trade with Nice in France. Balotelli looked set to leave the League One club last summer after failing to show up for pre-season but stayed put. After 2 fine campaigns, Balotelli hasn't scored a single goal this term, and his exit appears inevitable. His agent has talked up a move to the Premier League, but he looks set to stay in France. Babel has been revitalized in Turkey with Besiktas, but he is unlikely to sign a new deal. The 32-year-old has also earned a spot in the Dutch starting lineup in recent months. During his ill-fated spell at Liverpool, Babel claimed the system used by Rafa Benitez didn't suit his style of play, and he wasn't given time to adapt. Now a more experienced player, he may be tempted by another crack at the Premier League. Philippe Luis, the left back, looks certain to leave Atletico Madrid at the end of his contract. Luis has fallen behind Lucas Hernandez in the pecking order in the Spanish capital in the past 12 months. The Brazilian rejoined Atletico after a brief spell at Chelsea, where things simply didn't work out. Luis turns 34 in August, so I return the Premier League may not be on the cards, but he has unfinished business for sure. Thomas Vermaelen's Barcelona career continues to be hampered by injuries. Reports in Spain suggested the Belgian could be offered a one-year extension by the La Liga champions. But the former Arsenal defender has made just a handful of appearances this season. He admitted he was open to returning to the Premier League earlier this month, saying, "I have warm memories of my time in England, and I was very happy there." Hector Herrera, the Mexican midfielder, has admitted his time with Porto has come to an end after 5 years with the club. Three contract offers have been rejected, and it is inevitable he will be moved on. Herrera was linked with both Arsenal and Tottenham in the summer, and at the age of 28 he still has plenty to offer. Don't be surprised to see a Premier League club move for the midfielder. Zagov is another player who has long been linked with a move to the Premier League. The 28-year-old has spent the last decade at CSKA Moscow, and there are still suggestions an offer could still emerge. But were it not to, Zagov could be offered the chance to try his luck in England.